So hello and welcome back to SJ Cartier Limited Convos, and today I'm going to touch up on the Friday's SJ Cartier Limited Convos quotes and follow that up with what has happened in the week over the weekend in the world. So right now we're realizing there's a lot of tensions arising with Israel, America, Iran, Dubai, and with these tensions rising, as I'm in the UK, and the UK seem to be very much sheep to America. See, either we are the sheep to America, or Americans are really English people, or English people are actually Americans, and America's the biggest. Is that making sense? Let me get it right. We're the little brothers to America, so America came first, then we came. Is that the history? We thought the Europeans found America. What happened? What happened in our history that now UK have to follow up the rear end of America in everything they do, and none of our leaders are strong enough, or what I would say smart enough, to lead, as we've left the EU, to be leading strong alone? Because if we can't lead strong alone, why did we leave the EU? Now, with all these little bombings happening right now, and I'm not taking it away from what's happening when I say little, because I really mean they are little to what could come, but they are large to the people that are being affected, as well as people like us. And as I say, real life, for me, it's a worrying time for some of us. But just like I said Friday, sometimes we have to go through the negative to come out the other end positively. So I saw a post the other day where one of these far right from Britain's First is talking about the bomb should not have went off in Dubai. It should have went off in Luton, Birmingham and Bradford. Now, when I'm hearing that, that's riled me up, I cannot lie. As a brummie, it riled me up. As an Englishman, it riled me up. As a black man, it riled me up. As a Muslim, it riled me up. Have a look at the post. I don't even want to mention people's names on my thing, but have a look on my retweets, look at my story, go check my Facebook. I shared the post on my page. I've retweeted it. I shared it to my story. I'm not sure if the story is still going to be active now, but it was done on Twitter, on X, and it's quite scary to think, because for me, I can say, you know what, I'm a brummie, but I'm not in Birmingham, so if there was to bomb Birmingham, then I'm not affected. But then where's all my family at? Where's all my friends at? Where's people I grew up around, in school, people I've worked with, people I've just associates through friends or family? What about them? And it's quite scary to think I'm in the countryside, and I think sometimes I say to my partner, I laughed about it the other day. I said, it's quite mad to think what we're going to have to protect ourselves with if things were to go off, because we're in the countryside. And as I say, something I felt from we've moved to the countryside is certain people of culture do not recognise their own culture. And when they see someone of culture, they look down and try and fit in with the non-cultured people. And what I mean by that, to be quite frank, because people that know me know how I am not racist. I went to white schools, I went to black, I have got white, black, Asian, Polish, I've got loads of foreign friends, I've got loads of English friends of all cultures. I talk to everybody, no matter what you look like, no matter where you're from, no matter your status in life. I will talk to you if you show respect. Me and you will get along if we show respect. So for me, it's not just about the people I actually know, it's also about the people I don't know. And as I say, real recognising real, I'm not in a cultured place where, okay, I'm not in Birmingham where people are talking about they want to bomb it. I'm not there, but I'm in the countryside where there's people that will not stand as one. will segregate and hide themselves, while certain people may try perpetrate certain actions that are going on around the world. I said to my partner, I'm ready, but we have to just recognise it's just us ready up here. And it's quite scary to think of, because, as I say, we see the marches. I'm loving that loads of people are counter-protesting against these fascist and racist people. I'm glad there's loads of counter marches, and as I said previously, I'm so proud that there's so many white counter marchers. It's not just black and Asian and people born here of culture or people that have immigrated here. It's actually English born British people, and once again I'm going to give them a little cute one, little round of applause. Yeah, and I'm being deadly serious, because those people make it more comfortable for people of culture to actually go about their day-to-day life, to recognise that not every white person that we see in the street wants to kick me, my parents, my great-grandparents out of this country. They don't want to judge us for being black, for being Muslim, or even being from Birmingham, because as we see, and it's quite funny to see that, and I've said it to my partner, some people from London may not understand what I mean, but listen to what I'm saying. Even Brummies, I've said it to some Brummies, they don't actually get it sometimes, but real life Brum is a city. London is not a city. London is complete of loads of villages that make up what is called the London city, if you understand. Whereas Birmingham has loads of different places within it, and then we are part of the West Midlands. Now when you understand geography and you start going to these places, you start to realise, yes, Birmingham has different cultures in different communities around Birmingham, but really everybody in Birmingham is a Brummie. Everybody on the outskirts of Birmingham is classed still as a Brummie. Whether some people may like, oh, they're not a Brummie because I'm from West Brom, so I've had the debates, the arguments, the shots fired because I'm from West Brom, and some may say Birmingham is not West Brom. I'll just tell you where the M5 is. I asked you what road leads from West Brom to Birmingham city centre. Can we get there quicker than we can from Chelmsford Wood? That's why I asked you. Forget that though, it's not the point. The point is, Birmingham is a culture of Brummies. We are Brummies. So people in Birmingham all act the same. You go to London, you go north, you go south, you go east, you go west. They all act different. And that's what I mean by villages, because you go to Birmingham in different places and you still see that Birmingham culture, whether it's black people around there, whether it's Asian people, whether it's white people, it's a Brummie culture. You go to London, there's not a type of London culture. The London culture, which is hidden deep, is a British type culture. That's why it's all different down there. That's why people are like America down there. They don't go one street to a next street. They don't go from north to south to just have friends and go and chill. It's not a regular occurrence of things to happen. There's a lot of people who just stay in their community. Birmingham, a lot of people stay in their community, but they can't outreach Birmingham city. And that's what I mean by we are a big city, Birmingham, whereas London does not have a city centre. It has various city centres for each of the villages. Now, as I'm getting away from the point again, the point I'm trying to make is, it's funny how they say they want to bomb London because they think, Luton because they think there's loads of Asians, Bradford when they think there's loads of Asians, although there's only a couple of areas in Bradford that are actually Asian cultured areas. The rest is white British culture in Bradford. When you go Bradford, you will know. If you've never been Bradford, you'd think it's just full of Asians. It's not. It's not. There's probably more Asians in Rochdale, funnily enough. Just to show you an example. There's more Asians in Sheffield and all these places. Doncaster even. Doncaster's a completely white British place, but how many Asian people is there? I have a feeling there may be more than there is in Bradford. They may not have a singular area like Bradford does, but there's more. So they highlighted Luton, they highlighted Bradford. Why is it they highlighted Birmingham as well? Why did they not highlight London? Is there not loads of Muslims and people that migrate and immigrate and asylum seekers in London? There's loads. You walk down the road, there's Turks, there's Somalians, there's Polish, there's Ukrainians, there's Romanians, there's all types of people down there. Why was London not added in there? Why? Why is it these Londoners are not talking about this themselves, the cultured ones? Why are they not talking? Because I was supposed to be fasting today, but I'm travelling. So the last few days, since my partner's mum's been in the hospital, I haven't actually fasted the last couple fasts. I'm going to make them up after Ramadan, something we have to remember. Just because you missed a fast in Ramadan does not mean you get away with it. Does not mean you can make it up later at a later date and get the same reward. Just means you have an opportunity to make that fast back up. But that reward will not be as if you made it in Ramadan, regardless of whether I was travelling, regardless of whether I was taking medication, regardless of whether you're on your period. It makes no difference. So obviously I have to make that back up. So I was trying not to speak about this, but I'm not fasting today. So this is why I'm now able to speak about what's going on today. But where's the brothers that aren't fasting or are still chatting, who are Muslim, who are English? I don't see many YouTube content creators that of culture are talking about this. And I seem to see most of them are in London. Why are you Londoners not talking about the threat on you, your family, your kids, your friends, your culture? Whether that be a black man, a half Asian, whatever he is, man, whatever it is. Why aren't these people talking about it? Why are they still doing chattings on each other on the culture? Because London is not like Birmingham, and this is why Birmingham was added in the list. Because Birmingham, we stand strong together as one culture. Even though there's ends that are just white, there's ends that are just black, there's ends that are just Asian, there's definitely people of other cultures in there that get along with these people, and these people get along with them. There's definitely people in that area that go to other areas or go to the city centre and book up in other cultures, after talk to other cultures and get along with other cultures. In London, I've lived down there now, it was not like that. People kept to themselves. I used to say to my partner, I'm sitting in Finsbury Park, and yeah, I don't really understand people's gangs and whatever, but I'm looking at it, I just see it's a culture of gang. I just see different cultures. You're that type of African, you're that type of African, you're English, Caribbean. I just see that culture. I don't see the mix of the cultures. And that's what I mean by villages. They lost the culture down there, and probably because they've allowed the Britain first type of mindset to segregate them from people of their own culture and people that would actually get along with them as their own culture, because they'll judge the other cultures and not interact with them, and they won't want to deal with each other. So now I'm getting away from the point. Positivity, as I say. What is the positivity that's going to come out of this war? What is going to come out of this war? I think we're going to get, as I said to you before about these marches, we're going to get to see so many faces, so many business owners, so many workers, and they should be able to lose their job, get arrested, lose their business. This is the aim. Don't let them come out here marching. We stand our ground first, but we don't commit offence. Let them commit the offences. Because for me as a culture, as a black man, that's what they would do to us. They would antagonise you to make you make a mistake out of anger, out of passion, react, and now you're in cuffs. So now it's time, as I said to you before, Yes, they put cameras here to catch us doing crime, but we've got cameras now to catch them doing crime. We switch it on them. The same chess gameplay they were playing with us, we play with them. So if they want to march, we march and we stand our ground. We don't start fighting with them. We just make them act the fools they are, because that's how they would look at us. We don't distract the drug dealers. Let's just keep watching them until we're ready to go and get them. Because we know where they are. We've got enough information and we've got enough footage, we've got enough recordings, we've got them. So let's get them the same way. Then with the war, we have to really look at, we're going to see what everybody is really about, and we're all going to actually get a reminder that us as the people, unless we take control, we have no control. And we will be sitting ducks. Like, I'm a sitting duck. I never showed you. This is where, as I said, I just in a little field. In this little field, we're all sitting ducks just waiting for a bomb to drop on our head. Then what's going to happen? Are we all going to come together as one, as England? Because we're starting to realise, oh, know what? We need the blacks and the Asians and the asylum seekers to protect us. They actually helped us build. How many soldiers were from the Caribbean? How many soldiers come from all over these other countries to help Britain, to help in World War II? So, even though it's a scary time, as I say, because there's marches, there's bombs, there's a lot of uncertainty as to what's going to happen right now. Is there going to be a bomb today? Is there going to be a bomb tomorrow? We're going into World War III. We're all uncertain. Are we going to walk down the road and see racism? Because even for me, these marches, they make people get confident. They will get confident at the wrong place at the wrong time. So where I am now, I'll give you a little insight of what the scary things are that I worry about. Because my partner wears an hijab. This woman didn't even have a hijab, but she was clearly foreign. She parked on the road doing her Uber Eats. She's waiting for the car to come past so she can pass. And then I'm thinking, this white man just standing on this side of me. And then he suddenly come from this side and he's walked round the back of me. And he's opened up his wallet and went and started having a go at the woman, talk about she shouldn't park here and all of these things. Now, as a civilian, as someone of culture, I'm not going to stand there and watch this. I don't even care if she's supposedly committing a crime, honestly. Because all I see is a woman who's driving, doing a job, trying to run across the road quickly to get the food for someone to run back to her car so she can drive off and deliver the food. Now, tell me why this man feels the need to come and flash some badge that, in the end, I don't know what this badge was, but I'm telling you, who are you? When I'm asking you, who are you to tell her what to do? Are you police? Are you a traffic warden? So leave her alone. Why are you bothering her? She's gone to do a job. Let her do her job and she'll be gone. It's simple. Man's telling me about F off. Man went F off. You just F off. What you getting involved for? I'm getting involved because you're involved. He's like, I never asked you to get involved. And I says to him, she never asked you to get involved. And he had to walk off. Idiot. Yeah? But just to show you, he only done that real life because she was a woman of heritage, of some other culture, whether she was Slovakian, Russian, Polish, I don't even know. But either way, she was not English. He knew that, and that's why he approached her and tried to scare her by flashing a badge. Get out of here. Who would care about your badge anyway, if you ain't working? Eh? No. So don't be trying to intimidate people, because this could happen on the road now. So even me now, I'm being more eyeful and careful for others around me in case I see things like that happening, and I'm around to help. I'm here to protect whoever, And again, these people are talking about they're protecting women. Why was this man talking about he's coming and attacking this woman? It's not a man. You come out your way to try and threaten and intimidate a woman. The same people that these Britain First talk about, they're protecting the kids and the women. Just like they're saying, oh, protecting the women and the kids, but then they're bombing Iranian women. School with only women. School with only women. What's happening? But as I said, positives from a negative. We're starting to see people come together. We're starting to see people recognise some of the battles that people of culture have actually have had to deal with. Whether that's them going in the shop, whether that's them just walking down the road and suddenly a bag's tied or doors locked, windows wound up. Whoever said that black people rob cars? Whoever said black people just rob people's handbags? In fact, if we look at the crime charges and look at the percentage, we may find that it's not many black people that do those things. But there's a judgment, there's a thought that black people are going to do this. So now people are really realising the struggles that black people have had in England, in America, and in certain other places. They're realising the troubles that they as themselves have as why they're constantly in debt and why they feel like they have to work for someone. They feel they have to, because they're realising there's a lot of people in positions trying to play them like pawns. I ain't no pawn in nobody's game. Never have been, never will be. Never have been, never will be. You know what I'm trying to say? Man ain't no pawn. People are starting to realise we're just pawns out here. Whether we're black, white or Asian. We're not involved. We're not involved. Even some fools think they're involved, but they're not even involved. And they're going to realise that soon. They're going to realise that. But this is where I say, there's going to be positives. Whether we have to go through a war through it. If we have to, then us as people, many other people have gone through it. And yes, we don't want to go through it. We don't want war. We don't want to be talking about battlefields. Don't want to be getting out all the arms and wondering what we're doing with our partners, our kids, our mothers, our fathers. Think about safety and shelters and looking to be underground and all. No, that's not the life we want to live. It's not the life we want to live. But sometimes, even for the kids, we have to think we're all grateful for what happened in World War II and the battles. We're all grateful for what we say happened in World War I. Could we be grateful for what happens after World War III? Or would the children be grateful, or our great-grandkids be grateful, or our great-great-great-grandkids? Who's going to be grateful? So, sometimes we have to go through things. As I said, my partner's mum's in the hospital. I have to get back now because she should have come out of her little scan. But real life, please world, look for the positives. I know it's not the happiest of times. I'm not really going into too much about the bombings, but I want us to overstand. We're coming together, the real people. You know, the people that have worked hard and care for everyone and have no judgments for people, just love humans for being humans, and love animals for animals, and love the world for the world, and the grass for the grass. I'm not even going to rip the grass, but love the grass for the grass. You know what I mean? We're going to come together. We're going to find each other. Because these shaitans, these devils, these wicked, fascist, racist people, we're going to get to know who they all are. And sooner or later, they're going to have to go. They're going to have to go. In what way or another, we don't know. We don't know. But as I say, we have to come through the battle, people. Really have to come through the battle and stand strong together as communities, as people, as English people, of all cultures, of Americans, of all cultures. We need to come together, stand strong together. Yeah, and that's my little message for us all today. Sometimes gotta look on the bright side of life. Woo woo, woo 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 woo. Always look on the bright side of life. Woohoo! So yeah, thank you for joining SJ Cartier Limited Convos, and I hope you all have a good day.